Namaste, welcome all. The AgriBox, the box of prosperity. I'm Raj. Today, I'm with a topic named the plant-based meat.
Vegetarians got the liberty to feed on both animal based and plant based meat items, while vegetarians missed out on the dishes of conventionally obtained meat, its flavor, aroma, and overall eating experience. Now, however, this condition is altered for vegetarians who wish not only to acquire some nutritional benefits of meat but also to savor its taste on their palate without the harm of any animal by means of plant based meat technology in the food sector. Then, what is plant based meat? Plant based meat is a food product that is attained out of plant products, especially the plant source, and not by masquerading of live animals. This meat has nothing to do with the animal cells and has the plant cells instead because of its plant based attribute. Therefore, this food product can be eaten as a meat substitute. It is nearly identical to conventionally attained meat in terms of taste, appearance, aroma, and somewhat nutritional availability. Thus, eating plant based meat gives the vibe of feeding on animal meat. This food is also called as a fake meat or a mock meat. Vegetarian products and ingredients that can be used to produce the meat replacements include the soya, potato starch, beans, and lentils, oil derived from coconut, nuts, and seeds, seitan or a wheat gluten, pea protein, or other vegan constituents. The few examples of fake meat products are vegan meat pie, tofu, sausages, burgers, tuna, vegetarian bacon, white meat vegan nuggets, vegetarian patties, kebabs, and steaks. How plant based meat is made then? Production of vegan meat products involves three general steps, that is, crop development, ingredients optimization, and finally the product formulation and manufacturing. To manufacture the vegetarian meat products, suitable crops, especially like soybean, wheat, are cultivated as a source of raw materials and the main ingredients. Then the harvested crops are processed mechanically and chemically to only keep the wanted parts, especially like a protein, fats, fiber, carbohydrate contents, while discarding the unrequired crop products. In the last step, the required parts are formulated into the desired mixture by adding the meat like flavors and aroma, and then, through different manufacturing processes, fibrous structure is induced in the mixture to form the vegetarian meat alternatives. Two types of manufacturing schemes that can be utilized to form the mussel like fibrous structure are a top down and bottom up schemes. The former schemes the formation of fibrous structure using the extrusion technique on the ingredients, while the later scheme targets forming individual fiber and assembling them together to form the larger meat alternative, that is uncultured meat. After getting the fibrous structure, various chemical processes like a Maillard reaction, lipid oxidation, thiamine breakdown, and other reactions are used to facilitate the meat like aroma. And various natural flavorings are used to get the meat taste, yeast extracts, fermented foods, hydrolyzed vegetable proteins, when used with the main ingredients, can induce the above mentioned reactions and create richer meat aroma and flavors. Then, what are the examples of fake meat products? Let me know. Vegan meat pie can be made using a soybean flour and a gluten protein, mushrooms, peas, tofu, vegetarian gravy, vegan beef, etc. Mock meat sausages, pea protein, soya protein, coconut oil, lentils, chickpeas, and etc. Plant based meat burger patty, vegetarian tuna, vegetarian bacon, white meat vegan nuggets, fake meat kebabs, plant based steaks. All these are the example for plant based meat products. Then let me comes to the benefits of plant based meat products. To begin with, various researchers show that feeding on vegetarian meat products, less processed and modified, is a healthier option than consuming the real meat. This is because they have a desirable and a better nutritional components like a lesser saturated, trans fat, cholesterol, overall calories, and more antioxidants and fibrous content. This quality makes it better for consumption and overall health. Plant based meat, according to studies, may help in the prevention of various health related problems like high blood pressure, obesity, hypertension, heart attack, diabetes, and other related issues, especially if it is manufactured through less processing. Consuming real meat on a regular or a frequent basis increases the risk of various health problems, and thus fake meat or a mock meat can reduce this risk without the compromise of a tasty meal. When we compare the animal meat versus a plant based meat, you can consider here the chicken, where it can provide a calories of 150 grams, soya based alternative can provide a 250 grams, and the bean based alternative which can provide approximately about 200. Then what are the actual uses of these plant-based meat? Especially we can control on animal harm or killing of animals, providing more nutritional value, prevention from a sickness and diseases, because of, as we know that there is a many diseases which can be spread from animals to humans, especially like bird flu and other some microbial infections is also transmitted. Experience of meat taste, it's also one of the importance. Then what are the main drawbacks of plant-based meat products? One of the major demerits of a fake meat can be the excessive processing of raw materials to form the meat like food products. This highly processed attribute of fake meat with added dextrose, sugar, refined oils, or other such components can prove to be detrimental to consumers' health. Vegan meat manufacturers still have to find a way to make sure that their products are not highly treated. Secondly, it might be difficult for a lower or a middle class consumers to purchase this food category. Because of the high cost of production and processing, vegan meat can be quite costly compared to the conventionally obtained meat in the market. This can be a problem for manufacturers in the building fake meats market and increasing its popularity. Due to the high price, consumers might not be able to include the mock meat that frequently in their diet. The factors which are affecting the vegetarian meat purchase decisions positively: high dietary value, availability, word of mouth, sustainability, education. Then what are the factors which are going to affect the vegetarian meat purchase decisions negatively? Taste, somewhat which gives the meat taste. Familiarity, most of them were not being familiar with it. High cost, of course its preparation needs a more process and a tedious process. Unnatural, where it's most of the artificial things to be included. And neophobia, new food products like fake meat might face doubts and worry from most consumers. Then what are the harmful ingredients which were present in the plant-based meat products? Especially like a large amount of minerals were being included in that the sodium plays a very important role, where its highly consumption will leads to the hazardous problem in the human health. Addition of coloring additive like a titanium dioxide, presence of food preservative like a tertiary butyl hydroquinone, including of food coloring agents like erythrocyan, making use of solvent like hexane, higher quantities of another ingredients added dextrose, refined oils and other elements. Then the final question is that are the plant-based meats are healthy? Of course, the healthful nature of this new form of meat products is still up for debate. Much research on these newly developed food products has been conducted to find some characteristics that can make them appear different from everyday real meat products. In most cases, as it doesn't have components of naturally obtained meat like a high saturated fatty acids and toxic metabolites that can cast an healthy impact on the consumers. From the very beginning, a diet based on vegetarian source including green leafy vegetables and fruits is assumed to be a healthy altogether. However, some studies have also discovered that plant-based protein foods like tofu and legumes can be a better, healthier option than even the industry products like fake meat options. Then is this really obtained in the market? There are many companies which were involved in manufacturing of all these plant-based meat products in a worldwide. So there are many companies, for example, like Impossible Food Industries, which is present in California, USA, Behind Meat, California, USA, Guardian, British Columbia, Canada, Koran Foods, North Yorkshire, UK, Maple Leaf Foods Inclusion, Ontario, Canada, Ami's Kitchen, California, USA. All these were present in the world and very great cities of a world. Then is it going to available in India? Yes. In every a part of an India, these plant-based meats are available, and there are many companies of India where they are preparing this indigenously, especially the companies like Mr. Veg Foods Private Limited, Haryana, India, Wesley Foods Private Limited, Delhi, India, Good Dot Enterprise Private Limited, Rajasthan, India, Evo Foods, Maharashtra, India, Imagine Foods Private Limited, Maharashtra, India, Vekau Foods, Goa, India, Greenest Foods, New Delhi, India, and many other companies. To the final conclusion, this innovative trend of a fake meat comes with both its own merits and demerits, which can either attract a huge proportion of the masses or discourages them from opting for such meat products. Consumer decision to accept the mock meat products might depend on various factors like their economy, lifestyle, eating habits, mindset, and other parameters. Also, the nutrition aspect of vegan meat products and processed real meat products can vary depending upon the degree of modifications, the inclusion of ingredients, their quantities, and other related features. The health of the consumers, moreover, can also be influenced by the frequency of the real meat or a mock meat intake. This trend can be tempting, however, the final call remains in the hands of consumer whether they embrace this technology or not. Thank you.
For more videos relating to agriculture, be tuned to AgriBox.